Hey everybody. Okay, so here's the next video for our lessons, and I'm going to make this one. You might see it might look a little bit different. I actually got some new toys for making these videos. I ordered some social media broadcasting gear, and it's taken me all morning trying to figure out how to set it up and use it, and I don't know if I'm even doing it all that well, but I'm going to try, and so we'll see how this goes. But just like I've been doing the last couple of days is I'm going to be stopping and pausing it. Probably break this video up into two different videos so that it's a little bit easier for me to load. And then okay, so today I'm going to do a little demonstration with you guys or for you guys. And this is one of the rare days or few days that if you already know the content that I'm getting ready to teach you guys, you don't have to finish watching this video. This video is going to only be on the content that I'm teaching, and then the second video will have some additional stuff. So if you already know how to do this or you're already good with this content, feel free to stop it and then go on to the other video and watch that video. So today, what I'm going to show you guys is hopefully, at some point we're all going to get back to normal and we're all going to be out and about and in each other's space again. And hopefully it's going to be soon, but of course I don't want it to be too soon because I certainly don't want this to have a relapse and have it get bad again. But I'm like everybody else, I'm ready to get back to my quote normal life. And having said that, if you haven't filled out that questionnaire to let me know how your experience is going with the online activity, please make sure you do that. So what I'd like to do is to make sure that you guys are ready and prepared for the day that we do get to go back to normal. And you may not know this about me, but I actually don't know how to sew. And I figured that out during this break when I went to try and sew myself a mask so that I could go out in the public safely. And my mask was horrific. It was terrible. So I did some research and found a much easier way of doing it, something that even I can handle, and I can't even, just sew at all. So I'm going to share with you guys how to make a mask out of a sock. You can find these videos all over the internet. I'm certainly not the one that invented this method, but I am going to show you guys how to do it because it is quite simple. It can be done in just a matter of moments. So first thing you need is obviously a sock. Now I'll give you some background on this. There's two types of socks you can get. One is much more effective for allowing you to have better social distancing than the other. If you use one of my children's dirty socks, I guarantee you will be safe from the virus because nobody is going to want to get near you. Now, the fact that you have that dirty sock over your nose and mouth might be an issue. You may pass out, but no one's going to come close to you to get to give you the virus. So I did not do that. This is a brand new clean sock, and it kind of kills me because it's probably the best sock that I own. I'm going to cut it up right now. So here's what you're going to do. So you take the sock, and it kind of depends on your the size of the mask you're going to be using. I'm going to use this section right here. So basically from where the seam is to right above where the foot starts. And then you can actually make a second mask out of where the foot is. So this one I made one of these made for my daughter, probably a little bit smaller, better for her. This one I've made one of these for myself, and this is what I've been using. And I will tell you that when you first make the mask, you may have to do some trimming so that it fits your head a little bit better, but this is the basic way that you're going to do it. So okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the sock and I'm going to cut the sock just kind of where below the seam. So I don't want to have that seam on there. So I'm just going to cut it kind of like this, just like that. And of course, the better you cut it, the better your mask is going to look. So mine probably not going to be very good because I'm not very good at cutting. And so then I'm going to cut where I want the foot part off. So I'm going to cut it, let's say, just about like that to take that part of the foot off. And I'm pulling it taut so that I can hopefully get a little bit cleaner cut on it. Okay, so there we go. So that's what I've done so far. Basically all I did was I cut the foot off and I cut the very top of it off. I guess if you want to, you could throw this on and now you got a cool sweatband. All right, there we go. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, and I learned this from actually a nurse that I was standing next to in line. She was making masks. This is when I thought I was going to sew and make masks. And she was suggesting to everybody that was in line, and she, first of all, is very appreciative for people making masks. She suggested that we go down and we buy the best air filter that you can, like air filter for your house, for your air conditioning, and to take out that inner lining in there. Because some of the air filters, you got to kind of look at it and see which ones they actually say that they will stop viruses. So she suggests that we put this inside of our mask, and then you can take this out and you can rinse it and you can put it back in. These are going to be completely washable, so it's kind of cool. But that was her suggestion, was to get one of the air filters and take this part out and then use this to go inside your mask as an extra layer of protection. So that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna go ahead, and I think for my masks, I decided that 4 of these little lines is good. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off like here. And again, you can adjust this to whatever you need. Okay. So then this is going to fit right inside there, just like that. It's going to be right where my mouth is, okay? So I'm not going to put it in quite yet because I don't want to cut it when I do the next part. So the next thing I'm going to do is I need to cut the flaps for the ear, for my ear, so that my it'll go around my ears. So that's another thing that's quite simple to do. You're going to take this and just pull, whatever you want, however thickness you want here. You're going to pull this out. It's just you have a little bit taut, like I was saying before. And then I'm going to cut it as best I can, which for me is not great. And I'm going to cut it about halfway or so. Again, you can adjust this to make it fit your comfort level, like how much you want to have it pull versus not. So you cut it, just a little bit there. And then flip it around, do the same thing on this side. And I'm going to cut it. Make sure you cut the same bottom side there. I don't want to be stupid. I've done that before, actually. So I cut it like that. Okay, there we go. And there we go. Okay, so now I take this, which is my filter, and I'm going to put it right inside, just like that. Okay, and there you go. There's your mask. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the camera so that I can adjust it so you guys can see me actually put the mask on. But that's it. You are literally done, right? So there's my mask, and these are gonna go around my ears, and that's my face plate there. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna pause it just for a moment. Okay. So hopefully you are still watching the video here, and so here's my mask, and you see my 2 loops that I just cut there, and inside there is the filter that I have. Now all I have to do is to place the mask over my nose, just like this. Then each one of these flaps is going to go right around an ear, and boom, there you go. I now can go rob any bank in the West that I want. So these little parts out here are the things I said, what I used to do, or I did before, was I would just trim those off as I need to if I don't like them sticking out. But this is basically it, and now you've got a mask with a filter inside. Okay, be safe everybody, and please click on the next video so that you can get a little bit more information.